Well, if you hike enough, eventually you're going to end up in rain. Doesn't take away from anything though. Trail still looks beautiful. Life is still good, if you know what I mean. It's been a lot of storms in Missouri the last 3 days. We're finishing April out right. I am at Ellis Island. It is a bird sanctuary. It's one of the places where, it's not too far from my house, and it's one of the places where I really like to visit. It has some cool things. Like this swampy little area here. Usually you can find some ducks in there, and there's some fish in there as well. It's pretty interesting, if you know what I mean. But this is one of those low-key places that we don't, I shouldn't say we don't. This is one of those low-key places that it is great to come and walk on. The trail is easy. It's maybe half gravel. The rest of it is mud, dirt, that sort of thing. And it's cool though. It has just enough to give you that outdoors, excuse me, it has just enough to give you that outdoors feel. You can't camp here though. You can probably stealth camp if you knew what you were doing. No, you couldn't. It's too open. There is nowhere to hide in here. There is nowhere to hide. Ground's a little soft. Huh. And you know, to kind of make it trying to find me a location so I can, you know, maybe have me some lunch. But this is all wildlands. Hey. Cactus. There is a little bit of cactus around. The last time I came, this looked a lot better. It looked a lot better. It was nice and healthy. The thing is, I was just out here a little while ago. Things have really grown up a little bit. Trying to find a place to eat. And what I'm exactly looking for, folks, I'm trying to find a place to set up for lunch that I won't destroy anything, because I'm going to need to put a tarp up, but I really don't want to stomp any of this stuff down. So I'm going to see if I can find, well, probably not, being that this trail is so huge, if game was walking through here, this is where it would go. don't want to destroy anything because I want to stay as concealed as possible. But there has to be a spot. It's cool out here because there are trees that are like the right distance apart if you wanted to set up a hammock. But man, it's just really high grass, high weedy. So this is also another reason why I really can't set up camp anywhere and just kind of have lunch. Yeah, not in this neck of the woods, and I mean this stuff is everywhere. How's it going, guys? I'm back. As you can tell, I'm not on the trail anymore. I couldn't find a suitable location to set up and go through these items here. Like I was saying, that was a bird sanctuary, and it just wasn't worth destroying or really messing with the habitat just for the sake of this video. Alright, so the rain suit that I was wearing was a military surplus gore-tex suit that I picked up for a really good price. You don't have to get gore-tex though. This is a PVC rain suit. This is a Coleman brand. They're pretty much all made out of the same materials. You can get the Coleman brand, you have Frog Talks, and there's a couple other brands. The main difference is the hoods are a little different, so it comes down to personal preference there. You also have ponchos, and there's two different ponchos that you can look at. One just really covers you, and there's another one that will cover you and your pack. If you don't want to go that route and you want to stick with the rain cover, with the rain coat or rain suit, you can get yourself a pack cover. This is the one that I had out there. This one came from Dutch Gear. This one came from Dutch Gear. Can't remember. He has it on his website. I can't remember. Can't remember how much it cost. But that's a really good option for you to use there for outside of your pack. When you want to get inside of your pack, there are a couple different options. You have your cheapest option, which would be your poly liner. They come cheap. You can usually find them anywhere. And if you need to, if you should rip, this has many different good options. It could be it can line your back. You could also use this as a small footprint. I used to use one of these under my hammock to put my gear on once I emptied out my pack. Another more expensive option is one of these SealLine liners. This one goes to my ILBE surplus backpack that I use in the wintertime. I haven't upgraded that yet. When I first got into camping, I could only get what I can afford. This was the best option to protect all of my down stuff, my sleep, my clothes in general. This is what I went with. I picked this off of Amazon for a good price as well. This is surplus, but this is definitely the military grade one. This one also can be used as a flotation device. That's the real reason why I got this. Nowadays, I like to keep everything in my pack individual, and I like to keep them in stuff sacks to keep everything organized. This one here is probably a 15 liter, and I keep my clothes in this. I keep underwear, something to sleep in, extra pair of socks, and my down jacket usually goes in this one. This stuff sack, this is a name is escaping me right now. A Cuban fiber stuff sack that I got with my tarp, with my Cuban fiber tarp. So I just stuck my hammock in this. So if I should get caught up in rain, I have some sort of protection. I used to keep it in a Ziploc bag, but when I bought a new tarp, I upgraded it. This bag here keeps all of keeps the rest of my down stuff in, my underquilt, top quilt, and my pillow, which I have in there now. I started off with this one because I bought this from Walmart. It was like $5. That's what I could afford at the time. This is an outdoor products. For this to be so heavy and to be made out of the material that it is, this is still not submersible, how they put it. So, do I recommend this? Get what you can when you can get it. You know, upgrade later. But that worked for me. Oh, losing my backdrop. Backdrop's falling. So that's a couple different ways to keep your gear and your person dry when you're out there. Remember a couple different things. Everything has a failure point, no matter how much you pay for it. Rain suits are good, but remember, when you're hiking, you're going to sweat, so you're going to get damp some way. So don't think you're just going to go out there and you're going to be in the rain and you're just going to stay dry. Just embrace the suck. Thanks for sticking with me. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.